Welcome to the Pregnancy Help News Brief. I'm Lisa Bourne, Managing Editor of Pregnancy Help News. For our newer listeners, Pregnancy Help News is the news site for Heartbeat International, the largest network of pregnancy help organizations in the U.S. and the world. At Pregnancy Help News, we bring you news, commentary, and feature articles on and of concern to the pregnancy help community, Heartbeat International, and the pro-life movement. Once again, since our last Pregnancy Help News Brief, a lot has happened, so let's get to the news. Heartbeat International is currently the subject of 2 lawsuits regarding abortion pill reversal. Heartbeat manages the Abortion Pill Rescue Network, and the Attorneys General of New York and California have both sued Heartbeat over its providing information about abortion pill reversal. Chemical abortion comprises the majority of abortions conducted in the United States and continues to rise as the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has loosened long-established safety standards for the abortion pills, allowing for them to be procured without an in-person exam with a doctor, making them available via the mail and at retail pharmacies. Safety concerns for women delivering their deceased children at home alone and the specter of abuse and coerced abortion aside, this has contributed to the current increased prevalence of chemical abortion. Chemical abortion consists of 2 drugs, mifepristone and misoprostol. Mifepristone blocks progesterone in the pregnant woman's system. Progesterone is the natural hormone necessary for a pregnancy to thrive. Misoprostol is taken a day or so after the mifepristone in a chemical abortion, prompting the mother to go into labor and deliver her deceased child. But if a woman acts quickly enough after taking the mifepristone, it may be possible to save her unborn child with abortion pill reversal. Abortion pill reversal involves prescribing progesterone to counter the effect of the mifepristone. It is an updated application of a treatment used since the 1950s to combat miscarriage. A 2018 peer-reviewed study showed positive results with abortion pill reversal, with 64 to 68% of the pregnancies saved through the protocol, no increase in birth defects, and a lower preterm delivery rate than the general population. To date, more than 5,000 lives and counting have been saved through the Abortion Pill Rescue Network. But the abortion lobby and some pro-abortion elected officials don't want Heartbeat and others to share information on abortion pill reversal. California AG Rob Bonta sued Heartbeat International and Real Options Obria, a network of pregnancy help organizations operating in the state of California, in September 2023. In February of 2024, Heartbeat International and Real Options, represented by the legal nonprofit Thomas More Society, asked the California Superior Court to throw out the lawsuit. The judge issued a tentative ruling on May 20th denying Heartbeat's motion to quash and overruling the demurrers of both Heartbeat and Real Options. Heartbeat and Real Options argued the following day that the First Amendment and reproductive choice rights at stake are of such constitutional import that the court should reconsider the tentative ruling. The court heard arguments from both sides on May 21st. Heartbeat and Real Options lost the challenge to jurisdiction in the case and are waiting rulings on the demurrers. In the other case, New York Attorney General Letitia James had sent notice of intent to sue April 22nd to Heartbeat International and several New York pregnancy help organizations regarding providing information about abortion pill reversal. On April 30th, Thomas More Society filed a complaint against AG James on behalf of Heartbeat International and the Pregnancy Help Collective. And on May 1st, Thomas More Society filed an emergency injunction against AG James to halt the threatened prosecution of Heartbeat and the pregnancy help organizations. Attorney General James sued Heartbeat International and the 11 New York pregnancy centers on May 6th for promoting the abortion pill reversal treatment. AG James is attempting to have the case heard in Manhattan, and Heartbeat, along with the pregnancy help organizations, have moved to have the case litigated in an upstate venue where the pregnancy help organizations are located. The Attorney General has appealed the order, consolidating the cases in upstate Monroe County, sending a letter to the judge requesting a stay of the proceedings in Monroe County while she appeals. This means there is more ahead in the case as to where it will be litigated. Additionally, in a case that does not directly involve Heartbeat but is important on its own and could have ramifications for other cases, on the federal level, Alliance Defending Freedom, representing NIFLA and a couple of New York centers, will have a hearing in Buffalo on August 16th on its motion for a preliminary injunction. These cases are important for women for numerous reasons. It is believed that upwards of 80% of all abortions in the U.S. occur through chemical abortion, the abortion pill. Many women regret their abortions, and some choose to reverse the effects of chemical abortion drugs before taking the second drug. Women should have the choice to reconsider going through an abortion that they no longer want, and they deserve real health care. Heartbeat stands by its contention that abortion pill reversal is a safe and effective option for women who change their minds immediately after taking that first abortion pill, and that abortion pill reversal is supported by both scientific evidence and the lived experience of women who have their babies with them today after experiencing a successful chemical abortion reversal. Stay tuned to Pregnancy Help News, the Pregnancy Help News Brief, and Pregnancy Help Podcast for developments on both cases involving Heartbeat and on the NIFLA case. In other news, Heartbeat International took moms, babies, pregnancy help personnel, and a dad to Washington, D.C. recently for the latest installment of Babies Go to Congress. Congressional staff heard directly from the moms and center staff how pregnancy help centers and maternity homes come alongside women for their pregnancy journey. They heard how these organizations don't only serve women, but also men. And they heard some real-life specifics of how pregnancy help organizations build a better future. The congressional staffers also saw living proof of the second chance that is possible with abortion pill reversal. Anahi, one of the moms, discovered she was pregnant at age 19 while juggling 2 jobs and college. Having suffered abuse in her past, Anahi sought stability for herself and her son. A glimmer of hope emerged when a friend introduced her to Thrive Maternity Home. There she found sanctuary and a stable environment for her son Elias, and she was able to reclaim her education. Thrive played a crucial role in breaking the toxic cycle for her and her son, providing hope for a better future. Kendra was a freshman in college when she discovered she was pregnant. She grappled with the decision of abortion due to a past assault. While initially abortion-minded, she eventually decided to keep her baby. Though Kendra had struggled with fear and shame, the unwavering support she received at the Pregnancy Help Center allowed her to navigate the challenges and embrace motherhood when her daughter, Ella, was born. Kendra was overwhelmed with love and joy upon holding Ella for the first time, and she pursued her education as well as a career. Elizabeth found herself unexpectedly pregnant in her 30s after a brief reunion with her ex-partner. Elizabeth felt unsupported and unsure. Seeking guidance, she turned to Planned Parenthood, but found little solace there. Feeling pressured into taking the abortion pill, she regretted her decision to do so immediately. Frantically searching for hope, she discovered abortion pill reversal and reached out for help. With the support of CareNet of Paradise and the Abortion Pill Rescue Network, Elizabeth embarked on the journey of reversing the chemical abortion. Elizabeth gave birth to Evelyn in January of this year, and she and her partner Ben have embraced parenthood. Kayla found the vital support she needed to navigate her journey as a mother at the Hill Country Pregnancy Care Center. She found reassurance through the caring staff who provided invaluable information and support, allowing Kayla to make informed choices about her pregnancy. Despite the challenges of her son's premature birth, Kayla remained resilient, supported by the center's prayers and encouragement. Through it all, the Hill Country Pregnancy Care Center stood as a pillar of support. Kayla's gratitude for the center's services only deepened as Maverick grew and thrived. These moms and their babies, as living proof that pregnancy help organizations make a profound difference, shared their stories in congressional offices, conveying that pregnancy help organizations are good for America. With its Babies Go to Congress program, Heartbeat has been able to take more than 180 moms and babies to Washington, D.C. for almost 400 congressional office visits since its first trip in 2009. Also, since we last brought you the Pregnancy Help News Brief, Pregnancy Help News covered yet another important presentation from this year's Heartbeat International Annual Conference, in which the importance of telecare in pregnancy help was underscored, but the reminder given that it cannot replace in-person pregnancy help. While pregnancy help organizations must operate virtually to reach women in need today, nothing will fully substitute the compassion and care that is conveyed in person. We also brought you news of the updated Pregnancy Center report from Charlotte Lozier Institute, in which it was revealed that the magnitude of the impact that pregnancy help centers have in service to women and families in the U.S. is even greater than previously thought. Charlotte Lozier Institute, the research arm of national pro-life group Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America, had released an updated, more comprehensive version of its Hope for a New Generation Pregnancy Center report, and the findings indicate more pregnancy help for women and families than ever. In one example, the fact that pregnancy centers provide $100 million more in total goods and services in 2022 than in 2019. CLI works with CareNet, Heartbeat International, the National Institute of Family and Life Advocates, or NIFLA, and the Option Ultrasound Program by Focus on the Family to compile the data for the report. Over 2,750 pregnancy centers in the U.S. served families with material goods and services valued at $367 million in 2022, according to the report, up from the $358 million plus previously reported. Pregnancy Help Centers saw over 970,000 new clients in 2022, and more than 8 in 10 pregnancy centers are providing medical services. Further, Pregnancy Help Centers have a 97.4% satisfaction rating from clients. These are all facts and figures in which the pregnancy help community can and should take immense pride. These articles and much more are available to you 24/7 on pregnancyhelpnews.com. Remember, we report on the pregnancy help community and for the pregnancy help community. Don't hesitate to contact us with story ideas stemming from your corner of the pregnancy help world. We want to hear from you. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Pregnancy Help News Brief. We are so grateful to our host, Pregnancy Help Podcast. Subscribe to Pregnancy Help Podcast to be notified of our next episode and for all the great podcast content there. If you are not yet subscribed to the Pregnancy Help News Weekly Digest, we invite you to do so at pregnancyhelpnews.com. Whether with Pregnancy Help News or the Pregnancy Help News Brief and Pregnancy Help Podcast, stay tuned for more coverage of and for the pregnancy help community. Thank you again for joining us, and God bless you.